What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Today I have an in-depth comparison between the Jackal Flash and the Trident Nemesis. Stay tuned after the intro. So the Flash and the Nemesis are Motiv's two asymmetrical pearls in the current line. Both of them feature the Infusion HV pearl cover, but two completely different cores. The Jackal Flash has the Predator V2 core, which we've talked a lot about on this channel. It has a RG of 2.47, a differential of 0.054, and an intermediate differential of 0.015. The Nemesis, on the other hand, has the Sidewinder core, has a RG of 2.52, which is a little bit higher, or a lot of bit higher rather, than the Flash, a differential of 0.049, which is a little bit lower than the Flash, and an intermediate differential of 0.013. Now, all these numbers, all they mean is that the Flash, the core, wants to get into a roll sooner and wants it to be a little smoother overall, while the Sidewinder core in the Nemesis wants to really push it down lane because of that high RG. The differential is a little lower, so the hook potential is going to be lower. So on paper, the Nemesis should be the cleaner one of the two, the more angular one of the two, when in reality, it's the Flash that's actually a little bit longer, creates more shape than the Nemesis, and it hooks more than the Nemesis, and it creates more traction in the oil. That's not to say that the Flash is better than the Nemesis or the Nemesis is better than the Flash. At the end of the day, it all goes to what you guys like to see. Personally, I like to see a ball that digs in the oil and then shapes a little bit more down lane. The factory finish on both these balls are a little bit different as well. The Flash comes out of box at a 5,000 laser scan polish, which translates to about 2,000, and then the Motiv power gel polish, while the Trident Nemesis comes out at 5,500 laser scan polish, which translates to about 4,000 and then polish. So because of that as well, the Flash is going to create more traction in the oil. It's going to be able to hook on longer and heavier volumes of oil compared to the Nemesis. In my Jackal Flash review, I said that I thought that the Supra would be a good step down from the Flash, but after the review that I'm doing now, or this in-depth comparison between the two, I'm really thinking that the Nemesis will be a really good step down if there's enough oil to start for me to throw the Flash. I'll take you guys out on the lane right now so that you guys can see the differences on lane between the Flash and the Nemesis. Let me know down below in the comments which one of the two you thought looked better for me, and also let me know which one of the two you guys would consider putting in your bag, if not both. If you guys like this video, and if you're liking the Motiv content that I'm putting out, I please ask you guys to give me a like, a subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you guys can stay up to date every time I drop a new video. Thank you guys for joining me for this in-depth comparison between the Trident Nemesis and the Jackal Flash. We're bowling on a fresh, typical house shot here in Sam's Town, Las Vegas. The characteristics of Sam's Town is there's a lot of friction to the outside and quite a bit of oil in the middle. The first thing you're going to notice is that there's about a 5-bore difference between the Nemesis and the Jackal Flash, and that stays pretty constant throughout. One of the things that I'm seeing is that the Nemesis allows me to play significantly straighter through the fronts, while the Flash, I have to almost give away the pocket a little bit more. And that has to do because the core is significantly stronger and wants to get into a roll earlier versus the Trident Nemesis. These balls obviously have a lot of similarities, being that they're both asymmetrical pearls, but one of the biggest differences that I'm seeing is that the Flash allows me to play in the oil significantly longer than the Nemesis. The same shot that would strike in the oil with the Flash would either miss the pocket or flat 10 with the Nemesis. And that's not to say that the Nemesis is a bad ball versus the Flash. They're just so different. Where the Flash, I can keep it in the oil a little bit longer, and then the Nemesis, I got to play a little bit straighter and really make sure I get it into the friction. So this is where the versatility question comes into play. The Nemesis requires a little bit of surface on it to handle some volume of oil, where the Flash, you can get away with it with handling the oil with the polish still on it. And with the polish on the Flash, it creates just as much, if not more, shape than the Nemesis. So when you go ahead and add that surface to the Flash, it's going to have a lot of the characteristics of, say, an asymmetrical solid, like the Jackal Ghost specifically, except it'll shape a little bit more down lane. I'm actually very curious to see what this flash rolls like with a little bit of surface, say 2000, 3000. I'm actually getting ready to work on a video where I'm going to show you the Nemesis and the flash with different surface grids, so you can see just how much motion and how many different shapes you can create by just adding a little surface to the bowling ball. I like taking these asymmetrical pearls and hitting them with a light surface, like even just 4000 right over the top of that polish, just to get them to smooth out a little bit, hook a little bit sooner, but still create more downlane motion than your traditional solids do. One interesting thing that happened while filming this video was that at the very beginning, the flash shaped significantly more than the Nemesis did. And as we got later and later, the Nemesis started to shape more and more and more, while the flash continued to maintain that shape throughout. So as we got closer towards the end of this video, you're gonna see that the Nemesis actually starts to shape almost as much as the flash does. But the flash still lets me get further left than I could with the Nemesis. All in all, I would say that these two balls are different enough where you can get away and justify having both of them in the bag. I think that the Jackal Flash will be a great addition to your league bag for the start of the new season. If you're looking to upgrade that Trident Nemesis from last season, the Jackal Flash is the great option. The Jackal Flash releases on September 16th. Go out and pre-order yours today. Let me know which of the two is going in your bag for league this season. I'll leave you guys here with this shot, which is robbery of the highest order. Well, there you have it, Motiv Nation. There's my in-depth comparison between the Jackal Flash and the Trident Nemesis. Let me know which ones of the two you guys like best. Click right here to watch one of my older videos. Click right here to subscribe. Till next time, guys.